There's a big debate tonight for the Republican candidates while the party's former nominee speaks out against the party's current frontrunner.
Yeah, Eitan, and the election may create a wave of Americans ready to pack their bags and move out of the country. See It Live is next.
The Republican debate is underway right now in Detroit. Good evening. I'm Eitan Wallace.
And I'm Ryan Thompson. Annenberg Media's Priscilla Casper is watching the debate tonight at Taper Hall with USC's college Republicans. Priscilla?
Yeah, thanks guys. Fox News isn't just hosting the GOP debate in Detroit, they're also hosting a viewing party right here at USC in Taper Hall with the College of Republicans. Now, as you can see behind me, students are already starting to fill in. They have pizza and the debate is right about to start, so it's a win-win for everyone. You know, earlier today, we got a chance to talk to Danielle Norton, who's with Fox News co-hosting the event, and this is what she had to say about her expectations for tonight.
I think that a lot of people have looked at this debate and this presidential race in one way or the other and not kind of viewed both sides to it. And so I really encouraged all the students at USC to come out tonight, whether or not they're a Republican, whatever their political affiliation, because it's very good to be educated on both sides.
Yeah, so be sure to follow us on our Snapchat and Twitter for live updates on the GOP debate. I'm going to go grab a seat. It's right about to start, but I'll be sure to check in back with you guys before the show ends. I'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Priscilla. Many people are following this election pretty closely on social media. Taylor Edgehill and Taylor DuPont join us from Studio A with a look at what's trending on social media. Taylor's?
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us here in Studio A. As you guys know, the GOP debate is going on right now as we speak, but we actually have some tweets for you that came in anticipation of the debate, and we're going to read them right now for you.
The first one is at John Yankovic. He tweeted, the hashtag Republican debate starts at 9 o'clock. Let's see how long I last this time before vehemently turning off the TV out of frustration.
And D Will 2Win2 said, quote, hashtag Republican debate question, quote, will at real Donald Trump donate his first presidential paycheck to build the wall if he wins and Mexico doesn't pay?
And our last one is at Eddie Carl 4468. He tweeted out, quote, it's time for a fist fight. It's the only last thing left. Hashtag Republican debate.
And at the Scramble said, quote, breaking my weeknight alcohol moratorium tonight to ease the pain for the hashtag Republican debate, end quote. And right now, guys, we're also looking at some of the tweets that are coming in right now. What are you seeing trending on Twitter?
So I've been seeing a lot of support for Trump, actually, from his fans, and they're just telling him to stay strong and to not go on the defense when he gets criticism from the other candidates.
That's awesome. And speaking of Trump, actually, as he gets closer to winning the GOP nomination, some Americans are thinking about heading north to Canada. On Wednesday, Google Trends tweeted that search results for how to move to Canada spiked soon after Trump won his 7th primary. The Twitterverse also exploded with moving to Canada tweets if Trump wins presidency. But the Republican isn't the only one tempting Americans to pack their bags. Some Twitter users say a Democratic victory will make them move, while others say they'll buy a plane ticket if any of the top candidates win. Canada's immigration website was overwhelmed after Super Tuesday, but it doesn't look like some Canadians are ready for a wave of Americans to move in.
From here in Studio A, back to you, Eitan.
Taylor and Taylor, thank you. USC Public Relations Professor Matthew Levesque talked with reporter Daniel Tran about the impact of social media on the campaign.
Just this week, if we look at Twitter and Tumblr alone, there are nearly 8 million posts since Sunday through today talking about the Republican candidates. What it's allowing candidates, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's Mitt Romney earlier today, whether it's Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, they no longer have to go to the traditional media. They can get their messages out and simply publish it on Twitter, publish it on Instagram, and then it's instantaneously viewed by their followers, retweeted, and shared around the planet. Clearly, Donald Trump is dominating the conversation right now, and the real question becomes, is it dominating because it's all positive Donald Trump, or is it dominating because it's just such a massive amount of communication about Donald Trump?
And as you might expect, Donald Trump has the most likes on followers on social media. On the Republican side, Trump is leading with 6 million likes on Facebook, while Ben Carson comes in second with 5 million likes. Bernie Sanders is ahead of his rival, Hillary Clinton, on the Democratic side with 3 million likes on Facebook. But Clinton is leading with about 5.5 million followers on Twitter, while Sanders has 100,000 more followers than Clinton on Instagram. Trump is leading on both Twitter and Instagram. Marco Rubio comes in second on Twitter and Carson on Instagram. We spoke to students to see who they are following and why.
Trump, just because I just like seeing what he says because it's funny.
I don't necessarily follow any politicians on Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr, or Facebook, or any of those, but there's definitely a lot of jokes surrounding them. You see it everywhere, memes and stuff like that.
On the Facebook, I got a lot of information about the Donald Trump, but I just see bad opinions about him.
People are very big on Bernie Sanders, and people are big on, my dad's always posting about Hillary, and people post a lot on Donald Trump, and even though I would never vote for him, it's so entertaining, so it's just, you can't help but watch it.
While some candidates may have more followers, these numbers may not actually reflect and accurately reflect how much support they really have. Ryan?
Thanks, Eitan. Former Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney has some tough words for GOP frontrunner Donald Trump tonight. During a rally today, Romney called Trump a phony and even proposed blocking him from getting the nomination. Romney criticized Trump for not being a stable, thoughtful leader. He also accused Trump of playing the American public for suckers, and that his imagination must not be married to real power. Mr. Trump didn't take long to fire back either. Trump blasted Romney's failed 2012 campaign, saying he doesn't have what it takes to be president. He called him a failed candidate. Mr. Trump even cited his own financial success in relation to Mr. Romney, saying, "I made so much more money than Mitt."
Well, the campaign has become carnage. Republicans are cannibalizing themselves. It's a civil war. We've been seeing this for a long time now. People just assume for months that Trump would implode on his own. And when he didn't implode on his own and he started winning and winning and winning, they started coming after him. First it was Rubio and in that debate and Ted Cruz, but now it's a lot of people in the Republican Party. I'm not sure Romney is the best messenger for this anti-Trump message, because the kind of people who are attracted to Trump and the kind of Republicans who like Trump don't much like Romney.
Based on several polls, it appears Donald Trump is still predicted to win the next Republican primary, which is next Tuesday in Michigan. And while the Republicans are on stage in the city of Detroit, Democrats are also focusing on the state of Michigan. In Lansing today, Sanders blasted Clinton's record on U.S. trade policy, while Clinton is set to head to Detroit tomorrow to speak at a rally. She's expected to focus on manufacturing in the audio industry.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's check back in with Annenberg media reporter PRISCILLA Casper at the Fox debate viewing party on campus. PRISCILLA?
Yeah, thanks, guys. There's not a lot really happening here just yet. They're still trying to figure out the projection on the screen to actually view the debate. But, I do one student here who has never missed a debate so far this campaign season. Let me introduce you to him, guys. Here's Roberto. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
Yeah, so what are your expectations in watching the debate?
I pretty much expect everyone to just go all out. Everyone's trying to win as many states as they can right now, and it'll be entertaining, but hopefully it'll also be thoughtful and contributive.
Yeah, and do you have a candidate you're rooting for?
Right now, I think I'm going for Marco Rubio. I think he's the best man.
Yeah, why?
I think he's the youngest. He has a new vision for this country. He respects the Constitution and knows what this country needs.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts on Trump so far? He's leading the pack.
I don't think he's leading. I think it's a plurality, and the rest of the vote is just splintered right now. I think he's an empty leader that doesn't really offer much hope for the problems facing this country.
Yeah, alrighty. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy tonight.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, we will bring you the live update on the GOP debate on our Twitter and Snapchat. Be sure to check it out. I'm PRISCILLA Casper. I'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Priscilla, and thank you to all of you for watching See It Live from the Annenberg Media Center. I'm Ryan Thompson.
It is nice to have Ryan Thompson here, and I'm Eitan Wallace. You can watch us on the web at uscannenbergmedia.com. Wherever you may be, make yourself a wonderful evening. Good night.